everyone's like, well, he's just prepping in case he loses, or so when he loses, he can contest it. I'm like, yeah, but he did the same thing last time. I think he's just, I think he's just like,
don't ask me, I'll never tell. I look to you as it fell, and now you're in my way. Traded my soul for a will, pennies and dimes for a kiss. I wasn't looking for
no, but I did see
this.
that we could all the comedians
Now
could
you're
get free
in my way.
All right.
Your stare was holding, ripped jeans, skin was showing. Hot night, wind was blowing. Where you think you're going, baby? Hey, I just met you, and this is crazy. But here's my number, so call me maybe. It's hard to look right at your baby, but here's my number, so call me maybe. You took your time with the call, I took no time with the fall. You gave me nothing at all, and still you're in my way. I beg, I borrow, and still I have foresight, and it's real. I didn't know I would feel it, still you're in my way. Your stare was holding, ripped jeans, your skin was showing. Hot night, wind was blowing. Where you think you're going, baby? Hey, I just met you, and this is crazy, but here's my number, so call me maybe. And all the other girls try to chase me, but here's my number, so call me maybe. Before you came into my life, I missed you so bad. I missed you so bad. I missed you so, so bad. Before you came into my life, I missed you so bad. And you should know that I miss you so. Hey, I just met you, and this is crazy. Like, here's my number, so call me maybe. It's hard to look right at your baby, but here's my number, so call me maybe. Hey, I just met you, and this is crazy, but here's my
I'm trying to think, did anything happen to me this week?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Chase me, but here's my number, so call me, call me, call me.
I'm having trouble trying to sleep. I'm counting sheep but running out
I can actually kind of play and sing this.
as
It's
time
fine.
ticks by.
At the same time,
Yeah,
And still
I'm
I
learning
try.
how to do that.
I was gonna say this song has got to be the easiest song to do that to, right?
Singing and playing is a lot harder than
I
singing.
know it's so crazy. Bro.
Yeah.
I remember trying to do it.
Not right, because like the time signature of this, if it were just like you strum one pattern, but with this it's like doom 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 doom.
My eyes feel like they're gonna bleed. Dried up and bulging out my skull. My mouth is dry. My face is numb. Messed up and spun out in my room.
Wait, he
On
censored
my
it.
own, here we go.
Heck
Yeah.
yeah. My mind is set on overdrive.
My mind is set
Oh,
on
I got new
overdrive.
jeans. I
Hell
can-
yeah. Well, save that for the podcast. Man.
Sorry, hot content.
Hey, everybody. My name is Drew Absher,
And I'm Parker Newman.
and we appreciate you being here, watching this. All of you across the nation, taking time out of the busy week to be with us on this Saturday evening. We do a podcast called Fill My Heart. Parker, tell them what it's about.
Basically, we review Dr. Phil clips and we make fun of them. Normally, they're in order, but sometimes Dr. Phil's editing team are pieces of shit. So you never
Man,
really
you sound
know.
like you're preempting the crowd for one of my mistakes. They're all in order today. Sometimes Parker gets angry and throws water bottles.
I can't help.
The reason we're talking to you before the podcast starts is because if you've never watched our show before, if you've never listened to our show, we know that's highly unlikely. But if you haven't, we do use some foul language. We use some crass humor. We use some sensitive topics to make jokes about. That's kind of what we do here. So
Yeah.
I guess this is, a as gross as the word is sometimes, like a trigger warning.
Yeah, viewer discretion is advised.
Oh,
That's
look at
what
you.
they say.
Don't try this at home.
Don't try this.
We're going to start.
Down, now.
Hi, I'm Drew Absher, and welcome to Making Fun of Southern Accents. All right, we're going to start the podcast right now.
Just Dr. Phil getting hit in the balls.
Yeah.
Robin, wow.
Or just Dr. Phil, like, he brings guests out, and then they sit on the chairs, and the chairs are scalding hot. All right, let's start the podcast.
Maybe should have started a little later.
Perfect. Hey, everybody, welcome to Fill My Heart. My name's
Dad at home. Sorry, I had to.
My name's Drew Absher.
I'm Bruce Springsteen. I'm the boss.
You've been singing more often than ever before.
You know what I think it is? I think it's because I used to like sing to like all the time in my car and stuff, and now I'm not really in my car, and I just feel like I need to let it out.
Yeah, it's like Footloose, but for singing for you.
It's like disabled foot.
Yeah,
that's
like you
what it
have
is.
to be singing.
Yeah, it's just loose, foot loose, kick off your orthopedic shoe.
That's Parker Newman. He didn't actually give himself an introduction.
Yeah,
How's
I
it
am.
going, buddy?
I'm doing, I'm okay. Just fucking.
Do you
You
feel
know.
weird right now?
Yeah,
Yeah, I feel very weird.
very.
I mean, it's like, you know what sucks is like, we have a Patreon that you can subscribe to, patreon.com, Fill My Heart, where we will talk about probably what's going on in the world.
Yes.
Not to an extreme extent because, we're two white guys who really
Right.
don't have too much of an anecdotal opinion on it. But I think what sucks is like it felt like things were going back to normal post-COVID.
Yeah, kind of.
Like it felt like we were
Well,
getting
they are.
over.
Like,
Yeah, but
racism. Like it's
yeah,
hang on
right,
time
exactly.
out.
It's like all of our lives kind of got halted for a minute,
Yeah.
where it was like, man, like I don't know if you've seen like drunk driving statistics over the last couple months, but dude, they're like all-time low
Oh man.
because no one's out, no one's going to bars, no one's drinking and driving. Like drunk driving deaths are like fucking rock bottom right now, and
Oh,
so
yeah.
things kind of felt like like. Well, hey, if there's anything good about this COVID, it's that, it's changing the way we look at life. And then,
Yeah.
like fucking first 3 days out, like just fucking racism just
Yeah.
pops its ugly fucking head back up.
No, it's fucking crazy.
Yeah, I don't know, man. It's just I just feel very weird. And, I think that, like, what's tough is, like, just trying to educate myself and read a lot and, hear people's opinions and listen to talks and stuff. And it's like, you just kind of become inundated with this situation, and it's like all that I can think about right now.
No, totally. I mean, it's that you can't like avoid it right now.
Yeah, right. Or if you do avoid it, you're just utter garbage.
Yeah.
Like you can do it, but you're just shit if you do.
Right.
But yeah, I don't know. I had otherwise a pretty decent, and that's the other thing is you can't have a good week now. Like now's the the worst time to have a good week.
Yeah, it doesn't matter how many snow cones and blowjobs you got this
Right.
week.
No, it doesn't matter
It's
at
a
all.
shit.
I had like a decent tweet that I tweeted out, and I was like, I don't want to tweet that.
Yeah.
And it's not even a good tweet, but
What
it's
was
Oh, I just said you're not gonna get it. I just said Kesha is the original TikTok star.
Oh, no, I get it.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
I didn't think you would know Kesha's her discography.
No, I don't know her discography. I know her number one hit. Though.
Yeah, wake up in the morning feeling like P Diddy.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
Which I don't get that line at all. What she mean?
I believe what she means is like that's the long way of saying I can't write lyrics. No, it doesn't make any fucking sense. Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe we could look up on Genius sometime. like,
Yeah, right. Yeah. Yeah. Let's actually look that up. Hold on. Let's see. Wake up in the morning feeling like P Diddy. TikTok. Kesha. Anyway, my point was is that like I tweeted that and was like, are people gonna get mad at me for being like, talk about something other? Let's go to
Well,
the.
it's kind of like,
Genius
what
here.
are we gonna say that like is gonna?
Yeah, but I could
contribute-
probably just hold my TikTok joke until later,
Yeah.
feeling like P. Diddy. The song starts with the iconic statement where the speaker declares she, quote, wakes up in the morning feeling like P. Diddy, a famous rapper. Kesha, the
Dude.
author of the lyrics, takes pride in her country roots that have taught her to tell her story through music. Oh, dude, imagine fucking... Dude, look how long of an explanation this is for that shit lyric.
Dude, this feels like that Winnie the Pooh meme where it's like wake up in the morning
Yeah.
feeling like P Diddy. Then it's just like when I awoke from a slumber,
Yeah,
feeling
it's
like
all
the
fancy.
rapper.
The fancy Pooh Bear meme.
Yeah.
We should just start doing this on the worst lyrics on the internet. Is right. I mean,
That's
we're not up on the screen right now, but it's like 1, 2, 3 quotes, 4, 5 paragraphs, and a paragraph that is a quote.
Yeah, that's
so
insane.
that's fucking ridiculous.
Yeah, which sucks because I read, just like to quote some lyrics from like this band Coma Cinema real quick, very in-depth, intricate lyrics, and something like let's see, rape my broken will, are you hungry enough to kill, murderous seed of the space you cannot fill, and that has no lines on it. That's just supposed to linger in my head all day.
Yeah, that
Without
just... Well, I
any-
mean, that one's pretty self-explanatory. No one's ever like, I wonder what they meant by that. Dude, this is what Kesha said to Esquire about the lyric is, one morning, I just woke up, and I live in this house with I don't even know how many roommates. It's this Laurel Canyon house with 7 rooms and roommates fluctuating monthly. ... Well, it was the house the Eagles recorded Hotel California in. Wait, what the fuck?
Wait, what?
Yeah, that's...
So this house is like cursed with bad songwriting. That's what-
Dude, I
this
fucking...
is the real Amityville
Oh.
horror house.
Yeah, I know. They should just make a horror movie on this. Is like Bob Dylan dies in this house, and then like that's...
It just seeks revenge
Yeah,
on
yeah,
terrible
exactly.
songwriters.
So it's just a huge... Oh, dude, I hate Hotel California.
It is the worst fucking song ever. Like, just the most repetitive fucking, like, the lyrics, the lick is just do-do-do-do-do-do. It's so fucking boring. It's
Yeah.
just-
I actually
hate
like the guitar part isn't like the worst thing ever. It's just so played out that it
Yeah,
sounds
it's just
it sounds so
repetitive and-
monotonous, but I just hate Don Henley, dude.
Oh, really?
I fucking hate the Eagles.
Yeah, there's a couple songs I don't mind. I like One of These Nights. But
I hate
I
every-
can't hear the lyrics.
everything
I can't
I've-
listen to the lyrics.
Everything I've heard from the Eagles, I have despised.
Yeah.
And people are going to get bit mad about that take. That's not even that hot of a take, dude.
No, I get that. I'm the same way with like AC/DC. We've discussed our
Yeah,
you know
yeah, AC/DC, ass crap, dick crap. That's what that's what I call them.
very mature name.
Yeah, no, that's what I call them. You know who else I fucking hate is the Steve Miller Band.
Oh yeah, no, I get that.
Fuck them too.
I like
You know what I think it
Fly
is?
Like an Eagle. But
It's all
I
shit.
hate the
Joker.
I hate that fucking
Yeah.
song.
Dude,
so
here's
much.
what the Eagles and we'll talk about your AC/DC take. I like your AC/DC take in a second, but let
Yeah.
me say this about the Eagles. I'm gonna throw the Steve Miller Band. They are all just like people's like if fucking Jimmy Buffett was like cooler. Like it's
Yeah,
all
younger.
the same shit. Like Ah, man, Infinite and Vacation music. Like, I fucking hate all of that shit.
Yeah.
Like, just a fucking old dude with, like, feathered gray hair and, like,
Totally.
a button-up, like, a Hawaiian shirt that's got the top button undone. Like,
Yeah.
that's all I see. And he's got a pair of, like, fucking Maui Jim sunglasses on. I fucking hate it all.
It's total, yeah, either that or sports sunglasses. Or are those sports sunglasses?
Do you know what Maui Jim sunglasses are?
I don't know,
When I
but
show you this, you're going to be like,
imagine 'em.
Drew, you're a
Is
goddamn
it
genius.
with the thing on the end?
You'll
tassel?
see. It's
Yeah.
like,
No, that makes sense.
these are the ones I'm talking about right here.
Yep, 100%. Ooh, yeah, those.
Yeah. Those
ugly.
shit sunglasses. Dude, $200 for a pair of those pieces
What?
of garbage. Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah. It's Tommy Bahama Maui Jim shit. I hate it. I hate all that music.
Yeah,
I'm trying to think of like
not
another
seeing-
good example. But I know your AC/DC take. It's really good.
Oh, thanks. Well, it's just the thing. At least, like, you know, the Eagles, Steve Miller Band, like, they don't try to act like they're fucking super badass. Like, AC/DC's just like, we said hell,
Yeah.
aren't we edgy?
Yeah,
And
yeah.
It's like, no, there was like black metal, like
Yeah, Black
not
Sabbath
long
was
after-
around when
yeah,
these
in the
fuckers were
60s.
making music.
Like
yeah.
Pentagram fucking started in 1973. Like, you guys aren't fucking
Right. Well, and like AC/DC, besides that, is then they try to be like cheeky about it too.
Yeah.
Like, I've got big balls. It's like, oh,
That's so-
fucking Angus wearing a kid's fucking schoolboy uniform on. It's just shit, dude.
Yeah.
I just, and you know who else I don't like? We're just really trying to like, hey, if you're over 55 years old and listen
Yeah.
to this podcast, fuck you.
Totally.
you know-
Anti-boomer podcast.
Yeah, you know who else I hate is Kiss.
Yeah, I'm not like a huge fan.
I like Detroit Rock City.
Yeah.
I think that's a cool song. But everything else I hear from them, I'm like, you guys are just the corniest motherfuckers. Cash grabby sons of bitches I've ever
Nah,
heard.
totally. Do you know that Gene Simmons is super Jewish though?
Yeah, I also know that he's like a sexual harasser. That
No,
never-
he's a piece of shit.
yeah,
but
he never got the Me Too treatment.
he
though.
was born in Israel. Actually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, who else? Oh, Pete Townsend
Yeah.
is like super.
Yeah, his story is great.
He's like super anti-Israel, isn't he?
Oh, really?
Yeah. I'm pretty sure.
I thought you were gonna say.
I'm
his-
just throwing out the most wild. Dude, that was like a Mad Lib of an
Do you
accusation
know
right there.
Pete Townsend's like pedophile thing though.
No.
Really? Dude, so
No.
this was his defense. He literally like called the FBI or the police or something and he said, "Look, I clicked this thing just to see if it's real."
Oh,
but
yeah, I do.
I'm just reporting it to you.
Yeah, where he was looking at child porn,
Yeah.
and then it was like, yeah, I do know about that, where he was like, hey, well, wait, hey, hold on here. Yeah, where is political views? Yeah, there was something with him a couple years ago. Was it him? Who's the other guy from The Who that I can't think of his name right now? Roger Waters? No, that's
No,
Pink
that's
Floyd.
Pink Floyd.
God damn it. I
Yeah,
can't-
they're
The Who. There was a dude from one of the guys from The Who hates Jews. Roger
Really?
Daughtry, maybe?
Are you sure that he hates Jews or does he just not like Israel? Because I'm thinking, you know.
No, he had like he did a tour where he like, God dang it, The Who
It's
hate.
like
Dude,
The
that's a
Who
funny
hate
Google search.
Israel.
Google's like, I said The Who hate Israel, and they're like, well, we got a lot of results because there's a lot of
The
people
Who?
who hate.
Yeah, it's kind of like the Who's on First skit. where
Yeah.
It's like Who's on First.
Yeah. No, he had like a fucking. I'm gonna find it, dude. Hates Israel, where he was like,
It's Shabbat, by the way, too.
"Oh, happy Shabbat, dude."
Yeah, no, well, not just Shabbat, but Shavat or something. I don't know how to pronounce it. That's what I was doing before this.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah. Well, what's that mean? Tell us a little bit
No
about
idea.
that. Well,
No idea what it means. No idea what it's about.
dude, I like that you're like starting to find your Jewishness, and then when I ask you about it, you're like, "I've got zero idea."
That's what it is, dude. Like, you know, you say shit that you like Bore Peri Hagafen. I don't know what that shit means, but you know, you say it before you eat nummy food.
All right. So like, you just don't subscribe to the ideology of it.
No, but no one does really.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I mean, with Reformed Jews, like, yeah, shit doesn't really. Neil Young. I don't think Neil Young. I know he's super anti-GMO.
All right, maybe it was Roger Waters. Maybe I was right. Maybe it's not The Who. Maybe it is Pink Floyd.
Oh yeah.
Uh,
I don't know, 'cause it's like, yeah, I'm actually very like I think there's very legitimate gripes with like Israel and stuff.
oh, you think?
Yeah. So like he's very liberal on other things, and also I just love Pink Floyd, so I'm kind of like
Yeah, I do too. Yeah, here it is. Yeah, Hyde is anti-Zionism and anti-Semitism. He says he's not anti-Israel or biased against Jews, yet the imagery, yeah. And during his tour, his last tour, he had like pictures of like pigs with the Star of David on them and shit,
Ooh.
like playing on the jumbotron.
Well, was
and
it
shit.
like the flag of Israel though?
No, it was the Star of David.
Oh really?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh boy.
As far as I understood. Yeah, at past concerts, Waters has displayed huge inflatable pigs descending from the rafters and emblazoned with the Star of David and dollar signs with images of Nazi swastikas projected on the background screen.
Jesus.
Dude, that's not even like nuanced in any fucking way. That's
Yeah.
not even leaving any fucking room for interpretation.
Yikes.
That is just straight up anti-Semitism.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Do you remember like the guy with the crooked eye that, and he was like, you know, trying to scam scammers, but he got scammed?
Oh, did we
The
do?
guy, he's like a total know-it-all. Al Schumann was on that.
Yeah, yeah,
episode.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah, I just want to get like a soundbite of him going, that's pretty daring. Like,
yeah, yeah,
that's
yeah,
pretty-
yeah. The guy, yeah, I remember that guy where he had all the girls that he was like trying to,
Yeah.
but he was trying to get money from them, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Fuck, man, that's an
No,
all-timer.
that's, yeah, I don't think Roger Waters used, it sucks because I love Pink Floyd. That is like,
Yeah,
not
that's a
good-
bummer, isn't it?
Yeah, I've thought about getting like a wall tattoo or something.
Really?
I could go on about the wall for forever.
Yeah.
About the symbolism in it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Just get the wall and then just underneath it say just the music.
Just the music.
I like this. Roger Waters. Israel is anti-Semitic. That's not.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
Well, it's kind of weird because I don't think Roger Waters is
Uh-oh.
Jewish, right?
A debate with Roger Waters, published by the most German name I've ever read. Project zu
scary.
Deutsch Zeitung. Yeah, here you go. Inflatable pigs on Roger Waters tour.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, that's not good
He's
at all.
just like, look, I apologize. It's just that ich bin so Deutschman. Like, that means I'm a proud German. I tried to learn, really weird story. I tried to learn German in 3rd grade.
Really?
Yes. Because I heard that I was German, which Ashkenazi Jew. That's what like.
Yeah.
But I just heard German, and I'm like, I don't have a culture. It's like, no, I do. I just like don't ask my family about. And
Yeah.
so I just like tried learning German, and it's like no one else speaks fucking German.
Yeah, it's a very rare language in the United
Yeah.
States.
I must have been a racist fucking kid if I'm just like I have at least a quarter of my class speaks Spanish,
Yeah.
and I'm like, no, fuck that.
Yeah, you're
I
like,
want to
no,
learn German.
I'm actually going the other way.
Oh wait, it's actually because I really like this band called Revolverhound.
Oh, I thought
which
you were going to
was-
say Rammstein.
which was called Screwdriver. And no, do you know?
No.
It's a neo-Nazi punk
Oh,
band.
really? Oh, Jesus.
No, but no, I really like. It's called Revolverhound, and I learned about them from Guitar Hero 3, and I really like the music.
Dude, I don't think Guitar Hero had such cultural impact.
Yeah, for me,
Like, I
definitely.
think that we'll have to look back. Like, Guitar Hero, like, the track list of Guitar Hero 1, just some of, like, the most popular songs. And I'm convinced they weren't that popular until afterwards.
Really? Oh yeah, it depends. Yeah.
Yeah,
Some
like,
people.
let's see here. Main titles, Guitar Hero. Yeah, I'm, like, totally convinced that most of these songs were bigger after Guitar Hero than they ever were.
Really?
Yeah, because, like, look
That
at...
does make sense. Like the Sleeping, Don't Hold Back. That's an amazing song.
Iron Man, obviously, is huge. But, like, Take Me Out by Franz Ferdinand.
Yeah, I remember. Yeah,
Spanish
I saw
Castle
them.
Magic by Jimi Hendrix. Like, that's not even, like, a very popular Jimi
Jimi
Hendrix
Hendrix
song
song.
anymore. And, like, how many people had never heard that song until...
Oh wait, which one from the Ramones? Sorry to read ahead.
I Want to Be Sedated.
Oh yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah. Bark at the Moon, Smoke on the Water, Crossroads. Yeah, how many people would have not known Crossroads by Cream? And then I think like Sunshine of Your Love was in the second one. Or the third one. Yeah,
yeah,
one
I
of the
remember
two.
being in
And
the
then
third.
Fat Lip by Sum 41. Just an all-time fuck you, Dad. I love that song. That's a fucking...
Yeah, that is. I wear a backwards hat, sports sunglasses. I'm fat, and I always have shorts on.
yeah.
Type song.
Code Cheese by Audio Slave. That's a fucking all-timer right there.
Yeah.
Let's see. Killer Queen by Queen. That's my favorite Queen song.
Really?
Yeah, I love that
Mine's
song.
Don't Stop Me Now. Yeah, that'd be fine. What if there's a Pink Floyd one, and just when you play guitar, a bunch of like Jew pigs like are on the screen,
Yeah.
like you fail.
It's just Comfortably Numb, though, because it's like the most boring guitar song until the solo. So you just have to stare at the screen with all the pigs coming down. They intentionally make it the least amount of guitar possible so that you stare at it.
Totally. Yeah, everyone in the crowd just throws holla at you.
Yeah, it's some bonus songs. These were all like the Fired Up, dude. Do you remember that Black Label Society song?
I don't think I know.
Oh my God, that's a fucking great song. Everyone go home. If you're listening
Go
to this at home, pause the podcast, go on to Apple Music or
Everyone's
Spotify
home.
and listen to Fired Up by Black Label Society. That's a fucking great song. I love Zach Wilde.
Oh, Zach Wilde.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Black
I
Label
love the
Society's
video of
sick.
him doing a NIB from Black Sabbath on a
Mhm.
Hello Kitty guitar.
Yeah,
So great.
it's so cool. He's awesome.
Yeah.
What were we gonna say?
Did you have like a story to?
Oh
this
no,
story?
I was just gonna say I kind of started it earlier and I backed out. We got to get to the clips here in a second, but no, I was just gonna say like it sucks because like you can't have a good week right now,
Yeah.
you know, and like I like all of my classes are done, and I turned in everything, and in one of my classes I ended with a 96%,
Oh, nice.
and then my one of my other classes ended with an 89.36, and then my other class an 89.68.
Nice.
But those are like all A's. So I was so nervous that I was going to get an A and two B's when I was like less than a percentage like close to it. But my teachers rounded up and gave me A's. So I got straight A's for like the first time in my entire life.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and I'm like
Dude,
super
badass.
proud of myself, but it's like, you know, it's hard to have a good week right now. You know
Yeah,
what I
yeah,
mean? Like you
totally.
don't want to be I've been whenever I see someone post something that's like brunch, I'm like, fuck you.
No,
but yeah.
totally. I got new jeans.
Nice.
They're
That's all that
jeans-
matters.
Jeans of oppression.
Yeah.
Right? Not jeans of
They were made in a sweatshop.
Maybe they're Levi's.
They were 100% made in a
Okay,
sweatshop.
fuck,
Yeah,
that's-
1,000%. And you're
Yeah.
a piece of shit for buying them.
They barely fit though.
That's perfect.
Yeah. So
Because now you're going to keep losing weight to get those jeans to fit.
no, exactly.
Exactly, dude. Well, we're all proud of you here at Fill My Heart.
Thanks. I cheated twice this week. It
What'd you
was
do?
Not good. I fucking was it last night? Yeah, I made like ribs,
Mhm.
right?
Ribs.
Yeah. And my problem is that like I can kind of like, you know, keep my composure and not like eat shit if it's not made yet. But like I made the whole half rack of ribs
yeah.
or whole rack of ribs,
Wow.
right? And so I fucking just like couldn't contain myself.
You ate an entire rack of ribs?
No,
Oh, I was going to say, oh
an
my
entire
God.
half rack.
Yeah, half rack of ribs isn't. I mean, it's not good, but that's what you'd get at a restaurant if you were eating like shit. you
No,
know, so-
totally. But like it was.
If you ate an entire full rack of ribs in one sitting, I'd be like, dude, that is insane.
Yeah.
Have you pooped yet? Because that's crazy.
I just I ate the bones too. It sounds like it.
Yeah, you just did like the fucking rich cartoon guy thing where you just put the whole rib in your mouth and took it out with no meat on it. You ready to get to some clips here, dude?
Yes.
All right. Today's episode of Dr. Phil that we're going to be watching is season 17, episode 145. It's called, we came in with I'm on Fire by Bruce Springsteen. That's
Yeah.
because this episode is called Liar, Liar.
Oh,
Sarah
that's
faces her
funny.
accusers. Yeah, Liar,
Yeah.
Liar. Her pants are on fire.
That's actually my favorite Bruce Springsteen song.
That's mine too. Yeah.
Yeah.
Or I like what's the one? It's like something channels, 68 channels.
That sounds
You know that one?
familiar.
It's like 68 channels, but nothing's on.
Hmm.
You don't know that one?
No.
It's just about how, like, no matter how, whatever. It's stupid. We don't talk about Bruce Springsteen. Yeah, so this episode, this lady is a piece of shit liar, and she gets called out on it by a bunch of people, and then Dr. Phil brings them all on to talk shit right to her face. It's pretty great. Let's watch the first clip. Couple says former friend lied about having terminal cancer, being chased by a stalker with a gun.
Fake a husband.
Sarah was introduced to me as a young woman that was battling breast cancer.
Sarah told us that the cancer had progressed to a terminal state.
Sarah reached out to me on social media and told me that her treatment was no longer working. I was incredibly touched.
Sarah told us she did have a husband, James, as well as a 15-month-old daughter named Bindi.
Sarah
Bindi.
Yeah, maybe that's what happened to the father.
Yeah.
He got
Is there
killed by
someone
a
famous
stingray.
named James Irwin?
James Irwin?
I feel like James Irwin is a famous person, isn't it?
That's like James Irwin Jones.
No, I'm going to look up
Crikey.
James Irwin.
Look, I'm your father.
Oh, James Irvin is a mixed martial arts fighter.
Oh, okay.
But anyway, no. Oh, James Irwin's an astronaut. That's where I know him. Yeah, he was in the Apollo lunar module. Anyway,
How many astronauts do you know?
dude, I can name. Let's just go back and forth off astronauts. Go ahead.
Alright.
You go first.
Neil Armstrong.
Buzz Aldrin. Go
Oh,
ahead.
fuck. Well, tic-tac-toe. You got me.
Tom Hanks.
Tom Hanks. Sandra Bullock.
That's so funny if you're going to make up a name for your daughter to go with Bindi.
Yeah, that's weird.
I just never, like, we've talked about it on the show before. Like, when people scam people, why don't they pick shit that is so hard?
Common.
Yeah. Because if you just say, like, yeah, my daughter's name is Jane Goodall.
The astronaut, right?
If you go, like, James, or, you say, you're, like, my name's Sarah Smith. My husband's James Smith. My daughter's, Lauren Smith. And we live in New York City.
Yeah.
That's going to be impossible to track down.
Totally.
That's impossible. But when you go Bindi, there's one person alive named Bindi, and it's Steve Irwin's daughter.
Exactly.
That's it.
No one else knows.
Sarah told me that her initial goal was to do what's called a century ride, 3-day ride, and 1 day is a 100-mile ride. I cycle regularly, and I
Wow. Did you know that one part about cycling that's like the hardest part is you have to dress like a fucking moron? Why is this lady like matching her bike?
No, it makes no sense. Like, I was actually having a conversation with a friend about this. Is that why do they think they're cars? Like, they literally think they're fucking
Yeah, right.
cars.
Yeah, dude. And like, I think that bike riding would be really fun. Like, I would definitely get into cycling
Yeah.
if there wasn't two kinds of people who ride bikes. It's people like this who dress head to toe in neon green, and it's dudes who wear like 5-panel fucking hats that
Yeah.
they got at a thrift shop and tell you about their 10-speed.
Yeah.
And you know what always pisses me off about that? Those bikes are like $1,800.
Really?
Yeah, like a fucking 10-speed.
Could buy a car.
You could just not be a fucking douche. Like, I hate that I'm living poor, but I have a fucking $2,200 bike shit.
Yeah, that's
It's so annoying.
insane.
Why don't, hey, challenge to all you fucking hipsters out there. One of you start a fucking, there's all these mattress companies where the mattresses are $300. We cut out the middleman, mattress companies. There's even fucking dick pills now.
Yeah.
Start a bike. Start a 10-speed bike company that doesn't cost fucking over $300 for a bike.
Right. Yeah, bikes shouldn't, they're not really.
Do you know how much better that would be for the environment if bikes weren't exuberantly expensive like that? That's insane. Watch. If I go type in on Google right now, cost of a 10-speed. Cost of a 10-speed. Look at, like $9,000.
Holy shit.
Yeah, this is like a shitty bike from Dick's Sporting Goods, but even that's $400. Yeah, look at this bike that you see around Midtown, $1,800.
Oh my god. No wonder those things have locks on them.
Right,
I had
yeah.
no
And then they all get fucking, and I get why. They get all peeved when they lose it, but it's like why don't we just band
Yeah.
together?
like a crackhead should not be able to steal $2,000 worth of
Never.
equipment with a thing of pliers.
Right.
Like,
And I know there's a lot of issues facing our country right now, but none are more important than the cost of bicycles.
Offered to help her.
Sarah came and stayed with us, and we definitely entertained her. We went out on the boat to see the flying fish.
We spent most of the daytime riding bikes. Nights we would sit in our backyard and Brian would make dinner for us and Sarah and I would have some really deep talks. I have never seen Sarah without either a cancer scarf on her head or a wig. At one point she told me that she had a blood transfusion.
Another time, Sarah told my wife that she was actually being stalked and being threatened by this girl.
Who had extreme affection for her husband James. Sarah messaged me that the harassing posts had escalated into very detailed threats. The woman told her that she knew how to make Sarah's death look like an accident and hide a body.
Well, okay.
first, I text evidence.
Second off, I don't just let terminal breast cancer run its course. If someone was gonna if someone wanted her husband, they would just wait for her to die.
Yeah.
Like that's the most implausible part of the story.
Sarah must have messaged me 100 times. The stalker had followed her to the gym, to the supermarket, was driving in front of her home.
Supposedly there were police involved and they were trying to capture this person.
I told Sarah, you hang up the phone right now and you call the police.
As Sarah's stalker story progressed, so did their suspicions.
I received a text message from Sarah that said, this stalker has a gun. She's chasing me. I said, just run, hide. I was completely freaking out. She told me that she was hiding in the shirt
She's like, I replied, LOL, that's crazy. What are you up to?
Like, I can't run. I haven't found the perfect emoji yet.
aisle. And that was the last contact I had until she relayed to us that the shooter was in custody.
I had doubts that the shooting took place because we couldn't find any news record of it.
I believed that my friend who was dying of terminal cancer was in a shootout. I was absolutely traumatized.
Then you're the idiot.
Yeah.
If nothing about that makes you raise a fucking eyebrow, you're a moron.
Yeah, totally. How have you never met a pathological liar before?
How have you just never, if someone was like, man, I've got terminal cancer, and they played the part, I'd be like, that's crazy. I would never accuse someone of lying about that.
Right.
But if somebody was like, I was just in a shootout in Macy's at the mall, I'd be like, no, you weren't.
Right.
You absolutely were not.
We've got a friend that's in law enforcement.
Unless they,
and he-
had blood all over them and had a lot of confidence.
Yeah, the first thing I would do is go to, the local news, and they would have a live update of active shooter at the mall.
Totally.
100%.
Yeah, I'd be like, bitch, you're too broke to shop at Macy's.
Yeah, because everything now is, if a shot is fired in a public place,
Yeah.
it's like active shooter,
Dude,
and
I thought
everyone-
there's fucking news reports about just fights at Arden.
Yeah, right.
today.
Yeah, I saw that as well. That was crazy.
able to confirm that this never happened. After the shooting, I came across a record where Sarah had lost her nursing license in the state of Virginia because she was
She better go find it.
faking pregnancy.
What?
She was what?
No, I'm joking.
She was faking pregnancies. When I read that, every hair on my body stood up. If you can fake a
And that man is bald, so not many hairs.
pregnancy, and you can definitely fake a husband and fake having cancer. It also dawned on me that I'd never spoken to James. I said, Sarah, you need to call me. The first thing I said,
Why wouldn't you just not
Yeah.
talk to them anymore?
No, absolutely. I
That's
would just-
I've watched the clips. My entire takeaway from this is why do you guys give a shit?
Yeah, really? Oh,
Yeah.
I get it's were they not just dropping
Yeah,
everything
yeah.
to be
If
fuck
I
this.
found out that someone was lying habitually like that, I'd be like, oh,
Yeah.
I'm just not going to talk to that person.
Dude, I learned the hard way because when I was 16, I hung out with this guy and I didn't really have. This was before I got into the punk scene and started actually having friends, and he would just say, "Okay, I'm not proud of this."
Uh-oh.
Because I'm so obviously the idiot. He was telling me he's having a seizure, and then I'm like, dude, I gotta take you to the hospital. And then he's like, no, I think I'm fine. And I'm like, no, I'm taking you to the hospital right now. And then he's like, can we stop and get Jack in the Box?
And you thought that he was having a seizure the entire time he was speaking to
Yeah.
you.
Well, here's the thing. pregnant people get cravings. And so, no, but like it wasn't even like a feature, obviously. But
Yeah,
I just-
obviously, because he
I'm
was
just-
speaking to you
Yeah, I'm
and wanted
just-
Jack in the Box.
I'm just like, who makes that up, you know? And so then like
yeah.
then we go. I took him. I'm like, dude, that's not like a priority right now. And he said, like, I'll be mad if you don't get Jack in the Box.
He's all, hey, for you, while you're waiting in the hospital.
He
Yes,
said,
sir.
like, hey, man, every prisoner is entitled to their last meal, are they not? Like,
I said, James isn't true. He doesn't exist.
And she said no.
And I said, Bindi doesn't exist, does she?
Bindi! Sorry.
She said no.
And I said, the shooting certainly never happened. And of course she said no. Then I asked her, is the cancer real?
He said, do you have breast cancer? And she said, I do.
Eventually led me to
she
contact
said,
her
I do?
Yeah, she did.
Oh.
And then she told everyone else, I'm married now.
family, and they confirmed that she does not have cancer.
I couldn't believe it. Shock, horror, embarrassment, and betrayal. Why would you want to bring harm to someone who was so kind and so supportive of you? Like, why would you do this to me?
It's one thing for Sarah to have taken advantage of my wife and her kindness. It's just horrible that she's reached out to girls that truly are sick, and it's just gut-wrenching to me.
Yeah, so, like, let me amend my statement earlier. Like, I understand being like, what the fuck, man?
Yeah,
You know,
totally.
like, that's really fucked up. I don't understand taking it to Dr. Phil.
Yeah, no, that's kind of weird, actually.
Yeah, I just don't understand what, like, if I would care that much to be like, you know what I need to do? Fly to Los Angeles and embarrass this person on national television.
Well, thank you guys for being here, and I'll tell you why I think this is such an important.
Now, if you guys believe she had breast cancer and a family and was shot at, you guys are really going to freak the fuck out when you find out I'm not a real doctor.
story.
It's like, well, if she had breast cancer, why didn't you just motorboat the cancer out of those things?
There are more people that do this kind of thing than you can imagine. It's really sad, but
It's really sad. Did I tell you that I'm pregnant?
Yeah. Wow, I can't believe this. You guys just won $1 million. Just give me your social security numbers. He's just looking at the camera the whole time he says it. These people are fucking morons.
it's true, and they victimize people that are willing to help, people that open their minds, open their hearts, open their homes, open their wallets. And that's what happened to you, right?
100%. Yeah. I feel completely violated. I feel preyed upon. I feel stalked by her.
Do you feel any
That's-
nausea? It might be cancer.
She said she feels stalked by her.
Stalked?
That's
I
so
could
funny to be
see
like,
that.
this woman lied to me about getting stalked, and I feel like she's stalking me because of it.
Yeah, I could
I'm
see that.
humiliated.
What pulled it at y'all's heart when you first got sucked in by this?
I felt I had an opportunity to change someone's life for the better.
Wham, wham. Shut up, loser. I just,
Great mental health advice.
dude. I just like, I can't even begin to sympathize with someone who goes on national television with this shit.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, it's definitely, they're just very naive, but they're nice, but it's kind of like, yeah.
I just don't like. I just can't. This isn't that big of a deal,
Yeah.
you know.
Well, I mean, it is for like that,
This isn't like Rachel Dolezal lying level, you know, or like some shit like that where it's like, I can't believe this woman has like deceived her way. It's not like the lady from Bad Blood. Have you ever
Bad
watched that
Blood?
documentary?
No.
Great documentary. Go watch that. Yeah,
Yeah.
there's like a lady in Silicon Valley who started like a blood company.
Oh, yeah, I've heard of that.
Yeah, it's not like that where you fucking like ripped, you know, it's not
Right.
Bernie Madoff. Like,
But still, this lady has a husband and a little girl, Bindi.
Yeah.
So it's kind of
yeah, you're right. She's not
irresponsible.
setting a good example for Bindi.
You say she made
She's like, uh-oh. She gets that message. She's like, I'm in a bit of a bindy. I'm just kidding, guys.
a Facebook post, and then she shared photos about
Oh, this one's called It's Maniacal. It's Just Sick. Woman says of lies from former friend told her.
her treatment, right?
She did.
So she had photo evidence here. This wasn't just a story.
Dude, she's like getting real deep into her cancer lies.
I love how it's a Sarah's Facebook post about, and then in quotes is cancer.
Cancer.
But it sounds like they don't believe in cancer. About cancer,
Yeah.
which exists. Yeah, just believe anything Fauci tells you, fucking moron.
This post. Well, it's that time again. Infusion day. I braved the sub-zero temps to make it in. ...
Story.
Right.
And, you know, we look at them here, and
Heading to Houston for Gamma Knife. As always, prayers and positive juju are always appreciated.
What's Gamma Knife?
Dude, I don't know, but it's something she definitely researched just to live out on Facebook. This is my least favorite day of the week. Mondays. Wah, wah. No.
Did she really say
No, it says this is my least favorite day of the week, but I'm going to pick myself up so I can kick some cancer. Asterisk. Thank you for blurring out the word ass.
she's got a head wrap here, blanket, and she's all done going.
Dr. Phil's so fucking xenophobic. She's got some kind of turban on in that one. She got a cancer turban on. She got her cancer hijab on in that one. Gross. Moving on.
Home.
It's like,
feeling-
show some skin, lady.
Yeah. I mean, okay, she's bringing Sharia law into the great states, but all right, whatever.
Feeling drained at Cancer Center. Okay, now let's think about this for a minute. She dates this January 22nd, so I want you to think about this. What do you think now when you realize to create this post, she had to go get dressed up like this, put this head wrap on, get a blanket, get everything set up, and either somebody take that picture
She
or
sounds
set
like
up
she'd be great for our makeup and wardrobe department.
Yeah.
That's for sure.
She's got a creative mind. She should move into Hollywood.
up a timer on a camera and create this illusion of being at a chemo infusion center and post that up. She had to, this wasn't like, oh, just something slipped out when I was talking to somebody. She had to actually create this image for you.
This was all premeditated. All of it.
It's maniacal. I mean, sincerely, who has time for this was my first question. It's just sick. It's just sick.
She is. She's
Yeah,
very sick.
she is, and you fell for it hook, line, and sinker, you dumbass.
Next one. Well, it's that time again, infusion day. This is a week later. I braved the sub-zero temps to make it in.
She
What?
said she's feeling drained at Cancer Center.
What
That's-
sub-zero temps?
Dude,
What's-
I've got no idea.
Yeah.
So it's not enough that she's just having to go through it.
Right.
It's like walking to school uphill 2 miles both ways. It's like sub-zero temperatures I've got to go through to get there. February 4th, heading to Houston for Gamma Knife. As always, prayers and positive juju are always
Again, more Muslim shit. I don't know.
More of that good God shit.
appreciated. Then March 5th. So this is my least favorite day of the week, but I'm going to pick myself up so I can kick some cancer plank. So here she goes, just like, you know, be proud of me. I'm courageous.
In between all of these posts, she must have messaged me 100 times a day. Literally 100.
100 times a day.
At least.
That's how much Robin messages me, actually.
Dude, this is a lot like Stolen Valor.
Yeah, it does remind
Like,
me
you
of
just
that.
want sympathy, and to do so, you shave your head.
Yeah, very true. But, like, yeah, it's so elaborate and
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
seriously fucked up.
Yeah.
Least 100.
Right.
Looking for help, support, and she knew that I was going to leave whatever I was doing at that minute to help her, and I would.
Well, Sarah,
She's like, cancer. I could really use a milkshake right now. She's just making cancer seem like she needs like that much help.
Oh, yeah.
She's all, I would go to the fridge to get a beer, but you know, the cancer.
Oh, yeah. It's kind of like, you know, in old cartoons when you just ring the bell if you're sick.
She's like, hey, Liz, can I have some OxyContin? Should you be doing that with your cancer? Hey, Liz, I've got cancer, okay? I need some OxyContin.
told Liz and Brian that she had a stalker who was in love with her husband. Now, this is a video message Sarah sent to Liz after claiming she saw her stalker at the gym.
I'm not gonna let her take this away from me.
What
I'm
if
bigger.
the stalker's just on a treadmill, like, God damn it, I'm not gaining any ground.
Just behind her, just fucking on 10 uphill. God damn it, this lady's fast.
God, she has really strong endurance.
You're
Should
the
have tried to catch her when she first joined this place.
mad.
What did you think about this? I mean, because at this point,
It's just like, as soon as I'm done with these rows, you're dead, bitch.
your protective juices start kicking in because now this is a stalker. We're talking about threats to safety, and she's talking to your wife 100 times a day.
Right.
So she's bringing this drama to your door. I know you want to help her, but now she's bringing drama to your door.
Yeah, and it's been, you know, sort of twofold there, because I also had developed a relationship online with her husband, and I've been chatting with him, trying to offer some support as you would, and say, hey, if you need an ear to talk to, and we could have a.
These people are good people.
Yeah.
They're just gullible as all shit.
Totally, that's what.
Yeah, that is the saddest part. Is like he's like, I even developed an online relationship with her husband,
Which is-
to give him support. Like that's the nicest thing. Like there's so many husbands who are like, oh, honey, your friend has cancer. That's too bad.
Yeah.
You know, like they're just like super like nonchalant about their wife's friends. You know. And so to be like, yeah, no, I tried to give him support because his wife has the big C. You know.
This conversation, so. It's definitely.
I shaved my head in solidarity with her.
Is that possible?
Look at him. Yeah.
Wait,
He's like, now I just look like a male porn star.
He really. Wait, but did he actually do that?
No,
Is that
just-
spo-
I'm
oh,
just
okay.
saying
A
that.
very odd thing to be saying, played back in real time.
Yeah, because there were messages between the two of you because you're trying to do your part and support with him.
What if
And
he's like,
these
I
messages-
shaved my head in solidarity. Also, I'm a skinhead.
It just so happened that she's bald. I'm a racist. So
Like James to you, hey man, I know we haven't talked much, but I'm really struggling, right? Some extra support would be awesome. Of course, tell me what's going on. You know,
I've got a raging boner that could really use a sucking.
you're saying, yeah, I'm here. Then I'm doing everything I can possibly think of to make her happy, but I can't compete with you guys in Florida. Well,
What the fuck?
Yeah, I'm doing everything I can. What if he just messaged back, say the alphabet with your tongue?
Yeah. He just the husband, the James guy, he's like, I'm trying to do everything I can. You know, I keep just telling her feel better, and nothing's. I've given her all of the juice cleanses that Steve Jobs used, and not a single one's working.
Look, I bought an I Love Boobies bracelet. They're hard to find now.
Yeah, I ran a 5K. What more does she want from me?
I'm happy that she's happy with new people that she's found, but I'm feeling pretty left out right now.
What the fuck, dude? This is weird.
Yeah.
So she, through imaginary him, is guilt-inducing you guys for supporting her.
Right.
That did make us feel pretty bad. There was one weekend that she wanted to come visit us, and I said, you know, you really got to stay home. You've been leaving your husband for 3 weeks in a row now, and he's been supporting you. You need to spend some time with him. And we told her one weekend that she absolutely could not come to Florida to visit us, and that was the weekend that she just couldn't handle not having all of our time, and she created the shootout.
Wow. That's absurd.
Yeah, that's psychotic.
That really is crazy. I feel bad that I said so many hurtful things about these people now. Because we are running a little bit short on time here. All right, let's watch one more clip and then see where we're at on time.
Yeah.
Here are some messages between Sarah
This one's
and
called Woman Says Former Friend Lied About Being Involved in a Shootout to Gain Sympathy.
Liz about the stalker. Sarah, after me, gun, and you say, you're safe. Cops are on it now. What? phone 1%.
Call someone really rich. Phone 1%.
Their phone's dying, right? So you're safe, okay? She's chasing me.
Oh,
Well,
it's a
where are
girl?
the cops? Hide.
Yeah, no. So this is her saying that the stalker is chasing her in the store.
Yeah.
She has a gun. So she's creating this like she's actually in a store, right?
Yeah.
And
Sometimes you wonder, is this more of a text or more of a phone call?
Yeah.
And this is one of those
Yeah,
situations.
she's like phone 1%. LOL. How do I look today? And she sends her a picture. She's like, now's not the time.
My phone's dying. So
no one's phone actually gets to like 1%.
Never. Yeah, it dies at 3.
Yeah.
Everyone knows
totally.
that.
I'm getting ready to leave you twisting here. I want drama. I want you to. So she's raising it up, where I'm going to leave you not knowing, so you will be suffering, worrying about me. My phone's dying. I'm down to 1%. She's chasing me. There's a gun. The cops aren't here. And then radio silence.
Right.
What's the payoff? What do you think she's getting out of that?
Well, she followed it up with,
First off, that is really funny to prank. I don't think I've ever told this story. It's really not funny. It's really mean. But yeah, one time my ex went to a community college here, and there was a a bomb threat at the community college.
Oh, shit.
And because I was enrolled in online classes at it, I got a notification.
Yeah.
And but my sister, like really trying to be a good person, like texted me and was like, "Hey, is Miranda at school today?"
Mm-hmm.
But the bomb threat was at the library,
Yeah.
and I knew that, and so I just texted back no because she wasn't.
Mm-hmm.
But then I was like, "This will be fun," and so then I just replied, "But she did go to the library to get some studying done."
Oh,
Why? What's up?
Jesus.
And my
Oh, my
sister like
God.
called me. Oh my God, there's a bomb! And I'm like, I'm joking. Like she's not really.
Jesus, dude. Yeah.
No.
That's
See,
a dick move. Wow.
I take pranks too far sometimes.
Oh.
I don't know, man. Yeah, everyone was pretty mad when I told
Yeah.
them that story. No one was really on my side there.
I'm convinced you called in the bomb threat too, just to do that.
It's just the most elaborate prank ever. Yeah.
after this incident, I told her, I said, my gosh, I am so drained, I'm exhausted. You called me at that moment. I said, I felt responsible for the outcome of your life. And then she played that for the next 2-3 days, knowing that I felt so responsible at that moment. For
When
whether
you're drained, she was grazed by a bullet,
Obviously, I let her down.
right? She was grazed by a bullet because she sent you a photo.
She did.
And she claimed
Grazed by
7
a
people
bullet.
were injured in the shooting. Now, this, Brian, was her undoing, right?
Yeah, that was
Because now this is a newsworthy event.
right.
So now you have the ability to objectively corroborate something.
Correct. I had a few suspicions along the way, but I'm not going to go to somebody that is undergoing chemo and ask those types of questions. This was a different story.
Now, she knew, because you had shared this, that you had had a friend shot to death.
Oh Jesus.
Whoa.
Yeah, that's sadistic.
He said, which is funny because you're more likely to die in a swimming pool.
Now, let me make something clear for the folks at home, all right? That was a person who shot your friend, not a gun. Now, when your friend died from being shot to death, do you ever hope that next time there'd be a good guy with a gun?
Now I want to make it clear. The gun didn't get up.
Yeah, the gun didn't stand up on the butt of its back and stand up and shoot your friend. That's all I'm saying. And while we're at it, Chicago's got the strictest gun laws. And that's all I'm saying is that liberal cities have more homicide deaths than...
We talked about that.
So knowing that, she plays this gunshot drama out to you, knowing that you had lost someone you cared about to gun violence?
Yes, I was very close with Tupac Shakur.
So she puts herself in that situation, knowing that that is a relevant, raw situation with you. How do you feel about that now, knowing that she knew that and chose that raw content to exploit you?
I'm furious. You know, we had very personal conversations about that shooting, and I told her, you know, how it felt at that time, and you know, how it was still troubling to me. So she just went in and reopened the wound.
Yeah.
Boy.
We're out of time. We're on a bit of a time crunch today.
Yeah, sorry, guys.
But we can finish this up next episode.
Yeah, totally.
It's 2 episodes. I think there's going to be enough steam. So we'll just make this a part 1.
Yep.
That's fine, right? That'll work.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so the next couple clips are about she lied to another lady.
Yeah.
So they talked to that lady. She lied about having like a muscular dystrophy.
Really?
Yeah, and lied about being in a wheelchair. She's a real garbage human.
Yeah, totally.
No doubt about it.
This is, I think, a personality disorder. I'm not.
I don't know. Pathological liars are something I'll never understand.
Yeah, totally. I've dealt with them a lot in my life.
Yeah.
Oh, by the way, that guy, I took him to the ER, and he, and the doctor's like, yeah, everything's fine.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
He's like, you have high cholesterol, but it's probably from the Carl's Jr. You just Jack in the Box. Yeah, I don't know, man. It's a very weird. Whenever I see shit with pathological liars, I'm like, I can't fall for shit like this.
Yeah, but because it's like they're walking scams. Like
yeah, right. I'm just so skeptical of shit like that.
No, me too. Like I'm very like no, like.
Yeah, no, keep going. You're good.
Oh, I'm like, no,
yeah,
I don't
yeah,
trust
right.
you
Like
at all.
anytime, even like, I know that it's a different thing, but like if a homeless person just comes up and is like, "Hey, do you have some cash on you?" and I have cash, I'll give it to them. But if they're like, I gotta get to, you know, like there's a dude locally who just always is like, I gotta get up to Reno.
Yeah, exactly.
I need 85 more cents for the bus.
Yeah, like a prepared speech.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
That's always.
And it's like,
okay.
Like I just hate that.
Yeah,
like, just,
no, me too.
Just be honest with me.
Yeah.
Cut the shit. You know?
We know you're homeless. We're looking at you.
I've seen you a million times in town.
Yeah.
I think that like someone I know talked to that guy one time and was like, "Yeah, no, you said this to me 2 weeks ago."
Yeah, totally.
And then he was like, "Fuck you," and like walked away.
Really?
Yeah. I'm pretty sure I know someone who that happened to.
Yeah. No, there's this guy, like I remember, who said that his mom just passed away, and then I saw him like 6 months, and he said, my mom just passed away like 2 months ago. And I'm like, were they a lesbian couple? Like, other than that?
Yeah, I remember one time there were 2 kids came up to me and were like, our grandma just died, but we don't have enough money for their funeral. And we're just trying to collect some cash. And I was like, oh yeah, definitely. I gave them $5. And then the next time I saw them, it was the exact same kids. And they were like, our mom just died. We don't have enough money for a funeral. And I'm like, oh, get the fuck out of here.
Well, if you're like, dude, you're having a rough week.
No, dude, they ran a news story on him in Elk Grove.
Because
because they were just like,
oh, so $5. If you know how fucking expensive funerals are,
right?
Like, that's not even.
Yeah, that's what they said. Is they were trying to hit their goal of like $500 or something.
Yeah, now you could be.
So
like,
I wrote him a check.
GoFundMe.
I wrote him a bad check for $350. So when they took it to the bank, they looked like fools. No, I'm joking. I hate that scammer shit. I don't know. It always just bugs me, you know?
Yeah.
Just like when I watch like shit with pathological liars, the only thing I can think about is like what it must have been like to be a pathological liar in like the 1700s because there was no way to fact check anything.
Yeah.
So you could just make shit up all day.
Totally.
And that's how I'm gonna go on a limb and say that's how everyone who ever made money back then did it. Is just lying.
Snake oil. Or that was later, probably.
No, I think that was about 1800s.
Really?
Snake oil salesmen, yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
I don't know anything about shit like that, but anyway, dude, let's do a couple plugs. Go ahead, dude.
Plugs. Follow me at Parker the Newman on Instagram and Twitter.
Yeah.
Friend me on Facebook.
Do it.
I'm
going to ad-lib your plugs. Go ahead.
I don't know. I feel like I have more, but probably not. Since
Okay. All right. Well, I'm out of ad-libs anyway.
Follow the podcast on TikTok too.
Do it. Yeah, we're on TikTok now.
At Fill My Heart Pod, Instagram, Twitter at Fill My Heart Pod, and TikTok now, which we're gonna try to upload more stuff.
Yeah. How have our numbers been on there?
Better than it's going up for sure.
Okay, cool. How many
So-
views? We're getting like what, 200,000 of a video or what? No, I don't know.
Favorites, yeah.
Yeah. You can follow me on Twitter at Drew Absher. On Instagram at Drew Absher is dumb. On Facebook, you can add me Drew Absher. I don't post as much on there as I'd like to. And then, besides following us, the podcast on social media, you can follow our Patreon. $5 a month gets you a bonus episode where we don't talk about Dr. Phil at all. That's patreon.com/fillmyheart. My Venmo's at Andrew Absher if you feel like being generous, and that his is going to be at Andrew Absher. So, no, at Parker Newman 59.
Yeah, you remembered.
Is Parker's Venmo. So, all right, we are going to go out with. I got a different song I want to go out with. This is an all-timer.
Oh, God damn it.
Dude, you don't like this song? You're crazy. This song's great. All right, we'll talk to you guys next week. Have a good one. That song's great, dude.
Dude, what's... Oh, yeah. Anthony on his podcast. He, like... I don't think he made it, but he has, like, a mashup of Fat Lip with the Seinfeld theme song.